Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's really nice to have you here. It's always nice, it's always a pleasure. Divine, if I may say. Anyway, my name is Jolynn, and today we are going to be making wire wall art. I'm so excited to share this with you. This decor is very easy to make, very simple, very minimalist, and yeah, I hope that you guys like this video. And without further ado, let's get right onto it. Okay, so what you will need for this is wire. I chose the very malleable one that I can easily mold around with my own hands without necessarily having to have heavy equipment. And you will also need a pair of pliers, okay, and templates. Okay, so the templates are going to have anything that you want to create. That doesn't necessarily have to be whatever I'm going to create in this video. It can be anything, absolutely anything. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your wire and then you are going to just cut a sizable amount based on your template. For me, I chose this very small, not exactly small, but just like medium sized butterfly templates. If you have seen my butterfly wall decor, then you definitely, this is definitely familiar, okay? But yeah, so this is butterfly, and I'm just gonna mold the wire along the outline of the butterfly. Okay, so I'm just going around the wings, and then I'm just gonna go round and round the other wing, and round and round and round and round until I basically cover the whole butterfly. Okay, so that's how it looks like, pretty much. And then I'm gonna take the wire that was left, the excess wire, and I'm gonna tuck it in the between the butterfly wings, just to create the body of the butterfly. Yeah, just to tuck it in and also to form the body of the butterfly, because of course, as we all know, butterfly is not just created out of wings, it also has there's a whole body of butterfly, the actual insect. Okay, so yeah, and I'm just taking my pliers, molding and shaping the butterfly properly, just so that it looks a bit better. And yeah, there we have our butterflies. So I made a couple of those. But the next thing we're going to do is we are going to make a paper canvas. Okay, not exactly canvas, but just like the base upon which we are going to glue the butterflies on. Okay, so again, I'm gonna refer to the butterfly wall art that I did earlier on. If you have not checked it out, please go check it out. It has details on exactly how to make this specific canvas. Yeah, and once you have the canvas, this is how it should look like. You then take your butterfly, the wires, and then I just arranged the butterflies on the on the canvas, on the paper canvas. So I took my handy hot glue gun and then I glued the wire butterflies onto the paper canvas. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna glue all of the butterflies. I made 4 butterflies for this one. It was very easy to make, took me less than 5 minutes to make each butterfly, for sure. And of course, combined, it took me like less than an hour to make this specific art. Very simple to make. And there we have it, guys. That's it. I love this piece of art. What I particularly and especially love about this piece of art is the way it's so minimalist, and more specifically the shadows that it casts. I think that's very interesting, how it casts very interesting shadows on, not only on the wall but also on the paper canvas itself. You see, I really love that, and I feel like that's an interesting detail that makes this art interesting. So for the second one, we're going to take our leaf. I used a leaf template because I wanted to make some sort of like a leaf type of wall art. So we're just gonna take our template, and then we are going to take our wire, molding the wire around the template that we just made. Okay, so initially what I wanted to do is I wanted to have the display of my wire wall art on like some sort of like wood or like concrete or things like that, and then it became a mess, guys. It completely backfired on me. I had to adapt and improvise, and this is when I decided that, you know what, I'ma just frame it and display it on the wall. Okay, so this is exactly what we're doing. So over here we're just making the frame for the wall art. I just had some forex board in the house, and I took my glue, which is just about to end, which shows that I need to go shopping. And then I take my forex board, place it on the other side, on the opposite side, on the wrong side of the paper that we are cutting. In this case I chose maroon paper, and then we're just gonna cut the frame. Okay, so we're just gonna cut the outline, and then once we have the outline cut, so that's how it looks like. Okay, so I took my ruler and I just cut that excess, just so that, you know, it looks a little bit neater and really nice and straight. And look at that, much better, much better. Okay, so we have our frame, and then we're just gonna cut the inner part of the frame. So I am taking my steel it's called an X-Acto knife. I'm taking my X-Acto knife, and I'm cutting that, all of the inner part of the frame out. And then once we have that done, I'm taking my black tape, and we are going to just tape that on the inside, just to secure the craft paper, the inner frame rather, on the inside. So we're just gonna do that, and we are going to secure that. Once that is nice and secure, we're gonna also tape all the 4 parts of the frame. So we'll have the first one was the 2 parts, and then we're gonna tape the 2 other parts. Okay, so once we have that, that's basically our frame, guys. We are basically done with the frame. So the next step is pretty much, now we take our wire wall art, and then we just, so in this point I'm just securing, making sure that it's nice and neat. So the next thing, and we're basically done with our frame, so the next thing is just basically gluing the wire art onto the frame. Okay, so I'm just gonna take again my very handy, first and foremost I'm gonna identify the lowest parts of the parts that are touching the frame. So as you can see, that part is where we're gonna glue that part. So I'm gonna take my very handy hot glue gun and I'm going to smear glue onto the wire art, and then I'm going to very carefully place it on the frame. Okay, I'm gonna very carefully place it on the frame. I feel like that part needs a little bit of glue, so I'm just gluing that on, and yeah, we're done, guys. I'm just gonna remove the excess glue. You know, glue gun can be quite messy, by the way. Glue from glue gun can be quite messy. I'm going to just like take the excess out, and we're done, guys. I love that. Look at that, beautiful. I love the way this piece of art also has its own dimensionality, where it's not just like flat, actually also casts shadows on the piece of art, especially at night, and there's very harsh lighting. You turn on the light and there's very harsh lighting from the bulbs. That really does create some some shadows, which I really love. And yeah, and that's that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this content, and I'm hoping that you guys stay well and stay cool and stay safe, and I'm hoping to see you in my next video next week. And please subscribe if you have not already for more content from me, and like if you like this content, or dislike if you do not like it, and let me know down in the comment section below any comments you have. It's always really nice to get feedback from you guys and to hear from you. It's always nice. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and have a lovely rest of your day or night. I don't know what I'm watching this, but bye, guys. Mwah. Bye. I'm just going to feature a few of my fails. Like in this example, we are seeing is that a cactus? Yes, it is a cactus. Mimi niko hapa ni nangangana pale, nangangana. And then here I am. You know, many of these crafts I usually make them as I film. Like sometimes hata sijuangi venye itatokea. Like we find out together. Like this is a good example, yeah. Na venye niliona when I saw this cactus wire art, I was just like, wow, inakaa vizuri. mimi natengeneza. I was like, oh my god, I'm making this one. I saved up some wire for this piece of art. Alafu hapa nimekuja nimeng'ang'ana. I'm trying to make even those two lines that are usually inside the cactus. Nimeng'ang'ana, nimetoa jasho. Alafu eventually ili backfire. Eventually it completely backfired. I was just like, what the heck am I doing? I just need to stop this. Nikasema tu see, at least niko na butterfly art. And I already had the leaf one. So nikasema kumekuwa kubaya. Let me just acha tu niache, but let me just reuse this piece of wire. And that is when I decided to make another leaf art, and that is exactly why we have like I have shown you guys 2 leaf arts. The third one ilitoka kwa hii cactus. Ilikuwa recycled. Ilikuwa ngumu. Ilikuwa ngumu. Alafu hapa, acha tuambie sasa hapa. This is another fail. Hapa mimi ndio huyu natumia. Unajua ni nini? Ati sasa, unaona venye tulikuwa tunasema ati you get creative with the resources you have around the house. Mimi huyo nachukua grout ile tiles. Ati I'm just like in my head it's gonna work out perfectly. So I took it, alafu nikaeka maji, nikakoroga ndio mimi huyo nikakoroga. Nikaiseti vizuri, hadi nikaeka hapo vizuri ati ikauke. Ati ikauke vizuri. Alafu hadi nikaeka nje ikauke. The next morning I did not film this, but the next morning my people, it completely came out cracked. Nilikuwa na overturn kitu cha blue band. Everything was just down on the floor. It was so sad, but anyway. And then my mind was just like, this is gonna be so cool. Kwanza like the bulb thing, and then it's like, a new idea. Sikujua. Anyway, guys, those are some of my fails. This is the first time I'm trying my art. Nikionyesha the first butterfly I made.